This is ThedaNyree.
This is Petra Sherbin Fox.
And this is David Linson, and you're listening to
For the Culture.
Take a picture, man. It'll last longer. Hit the gas on them. Hit a dance on them. Take no chance on them. Get the cash on them. Flip it fast on them. Take off the mask on them. Show the world who you are.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, people?
Hey,
We are back.
Hey, it's been a while, but we doing this thing. Well, everybody got lives to live, so we living our lives.
I missed you guys.
Missed you too.
Y'all left me stranded here in Germany.
Oh, gosh. You made it. You made it. If David was gone much longer than I was gone anyway.
It felt like
I hadn't seen
y'all was
family in
gone
like 2
forever.
years, for real.
That's a long time.
So we got to go around. My wife and I, we started off in Texas, in San Antonio, drove up to Dallas, Sherman. Went from there, we flew to Augusta, spent time in Augusta, Georgia, then flew from there to Detroit, saw the rest of the family, and now we're back here in Germany.
It was cold in Detroit.
Very cold.
Very cold. Oh my gosh. You went from
Nice.
Augusta. He said, I have my t-shirt on. Nobody cares, David.
It was
Nobody
80
cares.
degrees in Augusta.
And then you
I
got
think
the
that
reality
week that
check.
you left was when we had that real deep freeze here. Well, deep freeze. It was.
I
super-
left here and it was
really
freezing.
cold.
I landed there, it was like 75
So
degrees.
cold.
I left New
ready to
York. It
go.
was 6 degrees.
Oh no.
And I was like, get me out of here.
Yeah, no.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, they can keep that. The car. We were talking about like places that we might want to end up.
Oh,
because
yeah.
She only has 6 more years left in the military
Before she can retire.
Right.
Nice.
So we're trying to figure out where we're going to end up, and so I can do my work anywhere, which is great. Thanks social media.
That's right.
Do my
That is
work
right.
anywhere, but so we're trying to figure out where we love DC. Like we love DC. We love everything you can go, the places you can be. There's everybody's food is there.
Yeah.
It's good. Like, and the only problem is traffic.
Yeah,
Traffic.
that traffic is no joke.
That's some serious traffic.
No joke. Is the cost of living high there too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's very
But
high.
you get paid well there too, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
You pay very well.
That's good.
But still, and where we lived was perfect. We were far enough away from DC, to where we deal with that. But we were in a nice area, great houses. It was dope. But we were talking about possibly like moving somewhere for a couple years and getting our businesses started up there. And we thought about Detroit. I'm like, I was out there in that snow.
Yeah, nah.
You know what? Forget Detroit.
They can keep that.
Nah, that cold is serious.
Yes.
As you get older, I feel like when you get older, you're like, this is colder than it was when I remember.
When I was a kid,
younger.
yeah.
And my wife went to school there, so she knew how to drive in it. I didn't see snow for the first time until I was 18.
And where were you at?
I was in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, okay, and that's not even really snow. Do they get some
Oh,
like
it
real
was
snow?
snow. It was, yeah. They had a big blizzard that
Speaking
year.
of snow, y'all hear about people in Vegas getting a snow day because they got some dust? People, yeah,
And
That's
Vegas,
Vegas.
they got-
You saw snow in the desert.
They're not equipped for it.
They got
so
a
they
little
don't
bit of
have no
dust.
salt trucks
Man.
and that ready.
It was dust. It was melted by the time it was
Yeah,
time
but
to
it was
go to
there.
work.
Don't forget, these people never seen this. It's how
They military folk. They from everywhere.
Hey.
They all right.
Hey.
Well, they got a snow day. Let's not hate on them.
I'm hating because I didn't have a snow day and had to go to work.
When it rains in Southern California, they shut down a lot because people can't drive in the rain.
No, I used to when I lived in California and it was raining, we was still going to
Where?
school.
Where?
I lived in Los Angeles.
Well, okay, you were in them hood schools because they kept y'all in school.
They're not closed
Orange
schools
County
now.
shut down.
My school was in Inglewood, and if it was raining, we was still going. We just couldn't.
Inglewood is not LA.
We just couldn't play
We
outside.
didn't say LA County. We said LA.
I never
just couldn't
ever
play
had a snow
outside.
day when I was in the city. When I was in New York City, I don't ever recall having a snow day. We'd be walking to school, snow to our knees. The metro never ever shuts it
Let me
down.
tell you something. I'm from Texas, right?
Look at this.
We had
People from Texas,
we had
no
ice.
snow
No,
days.
we had sleet. y'all know about no sleet. No, hey, anybody from down south tell you what sleet is. But we got sleet, and there was sleet on the ground. We didn't go to school.
Come on, man.
Oh, y'all
Because it's
pumped
ice.
out.
It's
Y'all
just
pumped.
ice. That's all it is.
I remember one year. I think I was in like the 7th or 8th grade. We had got a real bad blizzard, and then the next day it rained really bad. We didn't go to school for like 3 days. People's power.
What? 3 days?
People's power was out. It was because it was just ice everywhere. A tree in front of our house fell over because it was so much ice on it. It was power lines. It was crazy.
Oh, that reminds us. Was it 5 years ago now, or I don't know how long ago it was, but we had a real bad ice storm on Valentine's Day in Augusta, Georgia. We're talking about everybody's power was out. They still made my wife go to work. Like,
oh my!
It was national. It was an emergency. Like nobody was supposed to be on the roads.
Dang.
But the military, they still had to go in.
They don't play that. Oh my goodness.
So we had no power, but we had gas. So we still had our fireplace, and we still had hot water. So we were Gucci. And for Valentine's Day, on the other side of town, Olive Garden was open. So we went to Olive Garden and we reheated the food when she got off work in the fireplace.
You gotta make it work. You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's how we did Valentine's Day.
That sounds fun though. I mean,
not a good story.
Not having.
And when you're going through, you're like, this is crazy. Right. But then as you know, now you speak about it, you're like, oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. We were Gucci. We still had heat. You know what I mean? Yeah. We still had hot water. We were Gucci. So.
We never. Only thing I remember, like in New York, we had a big blackout. And I don't think I was like, I don't know, 12.
I remember we had a blackout too.
And it was like the whole city was shut down though. Like the entire city. And I remember my little cousin was like in surgery while it was happening.
Oh my
God. The hospitals have generators.
Oh yeah, of course.
But my grandmother was outside. She had like a little tire rim, put coal in it, was cooking rice. I was like, nah, grandma. A Y2K closet, because you know when it's the year 2000, everyone was shut down. So she had water, she had everything. She was like ready.
New York would be a scary place to Y2K
closet.
No, it is scary.
Yeah, New York would be a scary place.
It is definitely. It was not. I think it lasted a couple of days too.
Dang, that's rough. Yeah. And it was in the summertime?
Oh my gosh, it was in the summertime. I remember my godfather, he worked in the city, he had to walk across the bridges to get home. And he was like, it was so hot. It must have been like August.
What year was this?
Maybe 2002 or 2003.
We had a blackout in August in Ohio. I don't know how long, I don't remember how long it lasted, but I remember it was in the summertime because I had choir rehearsal that afternoon. And we couldn't rehearse inside the church.
Y'all young. I'm sitting here thinking about this. A transformer blew in Pennsylvania that shut down all of y'all.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
It was a transformer?
It was something like that. Cause I remember that happening because everybody thought it was another terrorist attack for a moment.
That's what it was. Everybody thought it was a terrorist attack.
It was just a transformer or something like that blew. I remember that because the thing was, I was already in the army.
So you were
you were in the States though?
Dang, you were in the army already? I was like 10.
I was like 9.
I'm like, when y'all were 12, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I was young. I was really, really, really. It was 2003.
August
2003.
Yeah, I remember that day because we couldn't rehearse inside the church we
rehearsed
in the parking lot.
Yeah, I remember that. But we don't have the city don't shut down. I think once or twice it will shut down and say, okay, state of emergency, nobody on the roads, but it does not happen very often at all.
So y'all, we haven't been here in a while.
Right.
A lot of things happened. A lot of things went down. So we got a bunch of stories. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We can start with anywhere. Cause look. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Jussie Smollett.
I've been quiet about Jussie Smollett because when I first heard the story, I saw somebody posted it on Instagram. I don't know if it was a celebrity or not, but I saw it and I read it. Like, I read what was happening, and in my head I was like, probably not, and kept scrolling. Like, I didn't believe that really. I never said anything to nobody because I wasn't trying to get slaughtered, and so I just didn't believe it. And days went on, and there were never any pictures released. Granted, that doesn't mean that they have to release pictures. But as time progressed and everything, and then it came out that it wasn't true, I was like, the story it didn't make any sense. To me, it didn't make any sense. You in downtown New York, you get
Chicago.
Downtown Chicago. Because we were talking
about. Like it couldn't happen.
Sorry, we were talking about New York, and so that's where my brain went. But you're in downtown Chicago, and you get jumped by 2 racist people. I don't know. It just doesn't sound very unlikely to me because I've been in downtown Chicago. And I don't know, that just doesn't seem very likely. At least not that scenario. You get jumped, okay. But that specific scenario just didn't seem very, very likely.
The world we live in right now, I wouldn't put it past any situation like that. I wouldn't put that situation because it didn't sound unfamiliar. When we first, the story, the reason why it sounded weird was because it was Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
Now, if it had just been any random black kid, then it would be a different story. We would be like, oh, that really happened. There'd be no doubt.
Yeah.
But since it was Jussie Smollett, we had doubt. That's weird to me.
When I heard the story, I didn't have much of an opinion. I read about it and I was like, dang, you know, that really sucks. And I didn't necessarily discredit it or believe it. I kind of just was like, I like to wait and to see if there's anything else that comes out, you know, to kind of like analyze the situation. But I mean, with the recent findings, so that he paid these people to do these things, and then the message I read, it was late last night or this morning, was saying that there's information to say that that's not true. And for me, at this point, I'm like, if it isn't true, because now you've put the doubt in my mind, like, wow, could this be wrong? Then him admitting to having drug problems, instead of saying like, no, my story is correct. I heard I have drug problems in between this is what happened, or it's what the brothers are alleging, and then him saying I have a drug issue, and then the newest is, oh well, my check said 5 weeks of training and this and that. In any event, I just was like, dang, you know, if you made this up, you are trying to set people back. Yeah. You know, I think there's enough real stuff going on that we didn't need the extra. Oh, well, you know, I have drug problems, or I have issues, or I want to get paid more, because these are all the allegations that are being thrown around about him, you know, trying to get more money from the cast or Empire, whoever, or whatever. And I'm just like, there wasn't a better way to go about this. I mean, for the gay community, for the black community, was this really necessary? If it's in fact false? It makes me question, like, your integrity as a person. I mean, you guys know how I am about people anyway, but I'm just like, you trying to set us back. You don't think there's enough people running around here doing racist things and doing things of really, 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 really having hate crimes, you know, performed against them? And then you're gonna be like, oh yeah,
right. Well, so now you're pretty much giving the opposing team, quote unquote team, the fuel to to automatically discredit us anytime something bad happens. We don't have to work hard enough to be credible as it is. Right.
This came together too well, too quick, too easy. It doesn't make sense. When have you ever heard this whole story is laid out the way it is? It's on TV. This script is still being written by somebody. It doesn't make sense.
It seems like it's straight out of Empire. That's what I've heard.
I mean, you gotta sit back and really think about this, because so Jussie said this happened to him in Chicago. You know, elections are coming up and everything. Boom. Would it not be so wild that somebody's lawyer, somebody's fixer was like, so said, go fix this. And they went and found a way to fix it. They already found these two guys that he paid money to do this with. Oh, maybe you say they did it. All this stuff can be put together.
It can.
Because we haven't seen Jussie talk about anything yet. We hear anything about the drug problems, not from him. We hear everything about how this is now a bigger plot, not from him. Why have we not heard from him? And how is this whole story laid out piece by piece by piece before he was arraigned?
We heard from him with
Good Morning America.
Yeah, with Robin Williams.
Yeah. But after he's been arrested.
He's out, right? He had like $100,000 bond.
He bonded out.
I don't know. The drug problem, I think I was hearsay, or a second source. I don't think it came from his mouth. I mean,
even the drug problem doesn't make sense for any of this.
Right? And then the thing is, like, again, so if it is a drug problem, how you now say, oh yeah, I have the reason, I have proof to say that my story is true as per TMZ.
I just feel like if it were true, it would be consistent. There would be no developing pieces. There would be no changes. It would be the same consistently. And I feel like if he did get jumped, if this really happened, why did he wait in 45 minutes to an hour to call anyone? And the person he didn't even call wasn't the police. He called his manager. So I just don't.
Oh, that's what you do. If anything happens,
But why wait 45 minutes to call your manager?
And then he had the noose around his neck still the whole time?
Yeah. Why?
I mean, listen.
I don't know.
When's the last time y'all were jumped?
I've never been jumped.
I have.
I've been jumped too, and when you get jumped, you're not thinking straight. It's not like
Nah.
soon you get jumped, boom, phone. Nah,
You're like, hold on, I gotta figure this out.
So you run, or you sit, or whatever happens, or you ready, you find somebody, whatever. It's not like something. So it could be any situation.
Okay.
So so I don't know. Like you said, that could be very possible. Why did he take 45 minutes?
Right.
Maybe he was getting himself straight. Maybe something else happened. But my thing is, even if the situation, and he did lie, I'm not saying that he didn't lie. I'm not saying that he did or didn't.
Yeah.
If he did lie, there's another story behind it. I cannot believe that he did this for more money.
Yeah.
In his show. That's ending anyway.
I don't know.
The show is, I think they're already in the final episode.
Yeah, they are, because they already replaced him for the final episode.
So what does the money...
Well, why
No,
replace him? I think it's just a rumor. That doesn't make sense to replace him. Just write him out of the show.
So they did. They just said he's not in the
Maybe it wasn't.
I think it was just they were trying to be funny. They replaced him with another gay dude. I think they were.
Oh, those are
yeah.
Right over my head.
Yeah, so it's just it's weird. The whole situation is weird. And if he were to do that for more money, he wouldn't be the only one thinking about that, because he doesn't think about his money like that. His agent thinks about his money like that. His manager thinks about
the people that are getting paid off of him. Yeah.
Because he needs to make more so they can make more.
Yeah.
They would have concocted a better scheme than let me go act like I got jumped. This seems so political.
Yeah,
right now.
it's trash.
Yeah, it is kind of convenient. Timing is convenient. I don't know. Like I said, I was listening. Something about it just wasn't resonating with me, so I just kept on moving.
My question is, all right, I might get a lot of flack for this, but my question is twofold. Is the reason why this is such a big deal is because threefold actually. Is it because he's a celebrity? B, because he's a black man accusing quote unquote two white men of jumping him? Or yeah, I think just twofold then. Is that why this is such a big story? Because if he wasn't a celebrity and he was just a black dude who accused two white dudes of jumping him, would we even still be talking about this?
Right now, yeah. But
you think so?
I think it's a mix of all of it. But I think if it did happen, yeah, we would. Because
no, not that it really happened. If it was like just a random black dude who was like, you know what, I feel like I want 15 minutes of fame, and concocted this story, will we still? Do you think
yeah,
so?
Because we always do that. Look, even we're not the only ones. White people do it too. Look at what Joe the plumber. Remember him?
Oh yes.
No, what is this?
Oh my God, you're so young.
I
No, Joe the plumber was during whose election was it? It was during the Obama election. I think the first Obama election.
Okay, so I was alive and well during the first Obama election.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
But you didn't vote for that election.
No, I voted in the second election.
So for this election in 2008,
that was my first time I voted, and I voted.
2008.
That's the first time I voted. Yeah.
When did you graduate?
2009.
Yeah. So in 2008, there was this man, Joe the plumber. And Joe the plumber was this plumber who came up with all these questions and all these concerns. Come to find out, Joe the plumber's an actor.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean he came up with these questions and concerns? How was he voicing these questions and concerns?
He was on the news. Because so Obama comes into town, or the other Mitt Romney. It was Mitt Romney.
Okay.
Mitt Romney comes into town, and Joe the plumber's there to ask the exact questions for Mitt Romney to answer to get the people on his side.
Oh, so he was
leading it.
He was a Romney supporter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he went basically trying to lead people to be in Mitt Romney's favor.
Oh, okay.
And he was apparently a regular Joe Schmo, but he wasn't a Joe Schmo.
He was an actor.
Okay. But he was everything that was right bread America could be.
Oh, okay.
He had a wife and 2.5 kids at home.
Okay.
He had a white picket fence, a Labrador named Bob. I don't know.
And he owned a plumbing company.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay, that's like the I've heard the conspiracy that they have the same woman in distress every time there's a mass shooting or something like that. If you've seen the pictures, it's always the same woman in distress and every. I
don't see that, and they had this what is it called? I forget what the terminology they use, but like when Sandy Hook happened, it was a big thing about people paying people.
Oh, crisis,
right? The crisis actors. I'm just like, we don't have enough real people that have crises, that are having real crises. We really pay people to do
Yeah.
it?
Well, here's the
Or is it
thing.
weird?
Here's my. Hey, you know me.
Oh God. And he's
What-
really fresh. She just came off a vacation.
Yeah.
Really?
But what if they paying the crisis actors because you have to be at the top of the news to get support?
But then that's media.
But why do they need an
sensationalism.
actor? Why don't you have the people who've actually experienced the
What
crisis?
what if those people aren't as appealing as the actors are to get people to say, I want to give? There's always that face. There's always for
I don't
every
understand. I don't
tragedy.
understand how somebody. First off, why are we appealing off people's pain?
Because that's how
how
you
the
get
media
help.
works.
Because the reason why you know that you're in pain is because it makes noise. Because you hurt your elbow. The reason why you know you hurt your elbow because you feel it.
Right.
If you can't feel it, you never do anything about it.
Right.
So that's the thing. So what if these crisis actors are people to put in place so that when something happens in your area and you can't handle it yourself, then you can get help because now they know that there's a problem there.
Why do I need a crisis? Like when? Okay, so when you say crisis actor, I'm thinking my brain is going to, all right. So the three of us, we've just been in a shipwreck or whatever, and they bring someone to pretend like they were also in the shipwreck to talk to the news for us instead of just talking to the three of us who were actually in the shipwreck. Is that what a crisis actor is?
Or they're in pictures or whatever. It could be any of it.
Any of the above. But this is my issue with that is, and I understand
That's
that there's
so
a way to
stupid.
make a change that way. But I feel like you're leading people's.
You're making the decision for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's media sensationalism. So they're gonna like, I'm gonna paint this picture a certain kind of way to get you guys to react a certain kind of way to get a certain kind of outcome. Whereas when you watch news from different what's that news company in Europe? Is it
BBC?
BBC. It's very different from how our news is.
Yeah. I feel like that's
Here's the
kind
thing.
of.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna relate it to another topic we're gonna talk about, but I'll let you go ahead because I feel like your
Right.
point was better than mine.
Well, here we go. So you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So you own a business. So to get people to purchase things in your business, you make yourself more appealing in what you do.
Yeah, but I don't.
So you show a side of yourself that's the most appealing side of yourself to get people to use your product other than somebody else's product.
Well, I don't think I make myself more appealing. I think I don't think I do that. I think I'm just myself, but I also know, and I mean, in this particular industry, the one that I'm in, I'm not for everybody, so it's a little bit different. So I could just be me, and I know that I might not work for you, but I'll work for you.
Right.
But I can't be who you need me to be for you, and then change up and be for you. 'Cause
Right.
That's
But
just
I'm
watering
talking
me
about
down.
with the amount of
But in
contact you would give to somebody. The amount, all that stuff is what you're selling them.
It's because
also.
but that's me selling myself, my
Right.
business. Correct. But I'm also, so I understand what you're saying with that. And
Yeah.
I understand, this is a business. So news is a business. So they have to relate a certain kind of way.
Right.
I just feel like this is enough things going on. And I don't know. I think at one point, like politics and how things were, it was had a little more prestige to it. Now it's like,
Never.
I think it did.
Let me
I think
tell
it
you
did. I feel like, there was conversations in the workplace. Nobody spoke about their political parties. Just giving an example.
Oh, so they're racist at home instead of being racist at
No,
home.
I'm just talking about political parties. I don't mind people being racist outward. And I was having this conversation with somebody, I forget. I said that part of this whole debacle I appreciate, because if somebody says I don't like black people shit to my face, I could appreciate that. Then you walk behind my back and saying you don't like them. But we have normalized let's you don't like black people, that's okay. You can we'll stand by you anyway, knowing that that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, well, people have their freedom of opinion also. So it's just one of those things. I'm just like, why people just can't be respectful of others? You don't gotta like me, and I ain't gotta like you. We still gotta coexist.
But that's most people. Most people are like that.
Right.
And
But
that's
then that's the masses, and then we have.
Yeah, then we have the people who are outright this, that, and the third, and those are the ones who really kind of mess it up for everybody.
Yeah.
It's true.
Because I got friends from different races. I was sitting back and thinking, I don't have any real white friends. I have two guys that I can say were close to being like my white friends, but they're not really my friends. Like,
I know what you mean. Like we cool, but we ain't like
Cool.
Yeah.
Do I have any white friends? I don't have any.
My very best friend is white.
See, look, I'm proud of you.
Really?
She
Who
is
would
my.
have ever known that Theda had a white friend?
Really? Or are you being sarcastic? She's my bestest friend. We've been friends since 9th grade, but I've known her since 7th grade.
Oh, nice. See, I don't talk to anybody that I've known since 7th grade.
What? My best friend and I have been friends since 7th grade. She's half white. That makes a difference.
I have, you are too. So y'all
You're half. Yeah, make white one. Yeah, one white person, one black person.
Okay. I have my dad's friends that I'm still close with, and those they are.
No, they're not your friends.
They're not my friends. They're more like
they're not your friends.
Mentors and stuff.
See, she has a friend.
Yeah.
All right, yo.
Like
I'm trying to think if I have any white friends.
She's my
Who's
friend.
gonna help you bury the body? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Nah. I ain't got no white friends to help bury.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she would help me bury the body. I think she would, but then she would cuss me out about it afterwards.
Well, that's fine. That's what a friend does.
Yeah.
Right, cuss me out after.
Yeah.
But let's get to work.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. I got 3 guys right now. If I pick up the phone, yo,
it's
They
real.
already know what's up.
It's real.
They know what's up.
It is
gotta
real.
keep it
We
word.
gotta go.
They got one got the plastic, the other got the tape.
Dang.
We out here.
Dang.
Yeah, that's my best friend. I probably go. She's like, we'll ask questions later.
Since we're talking about best friends, it brings me to this whole Jordan Woods, Tristan Thompson debacle that we have going on here. So I think that I only feel sorry for 2 people. I feel sorry for I only really feel sorry for 2 people. And I feel sorry for Baby True because it seems like Baby True is Chloe and Tristan's baby together. Her name,
they got a baby together.
Yeah, her name is True. Tristan cheated on her days before. Tristan cheated on Chloe days before she gave birth to their daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, and typical, right?
But not for all men.
I mean, for Tristan it is because he had cheated on his fiance Jordan Craig with that was pregnant with Chloe. So but I just want to throw this in there real quick. Tristan was going to cheat regardless. I just hate that it had to be Jordan. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I feel bad for True because it's been reported that Tristan doesn't care that the relationship is ended, and he doesn't really care to be involved with the baby. And I feel.
How did we hear that?
Who said that?
I guess his friends are reporting. Tristan's friends are
wonderful.
saying
Those are his
that.
friends.
Yeah.
Them ain't his homeboys.
Yeah.
Them ain't his homeboys.
No.
Those are somebody that's
Those
just
somebody else trying to get big, trying to get with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't out until we don't see him with his baby. Till we don't. I can't believe that.
I don't know.
Now it might be written to a contract somewhere.
Where he has to see the baby X amount of days.
Chris could be orchestrating
Facts. Yeah, I think so. And then I kind of feel sorry for Kylie because I know what that feels like to have somebody close to you betray you and now you kind of have to make a decision. I can't imagine my best friend doing something like this to me. But I already know. I know that I would forgive her. It would just take me a really long time.
I have a hard time forgiving my best friend for doing something like that because you know what? Let me tell you something. Not to say that the girl...
Wait. So wait a minute, hold on. I'm confused here.
Okay, so Jordan.
So Jordan. Okay, I got all the names. So Jordan
is Kylie's best friend.
I get that.
Okay.
So y'all getting mad because Jordan cheated with Kylie's sister's
baby dad, boyfriend. Yeah, they were together.
Boyfriend. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all mad about that?
I'm not mad at anything.
But y'all saying y'all would be mad if y'all were Kylie?
Yeah, because Jordan has been a part of their family for years. Like she's Kylie's best friend. Kylie and Jordan are closer than Kylie and her sisters. Okay. So you have this person who's been a part of your family for all these years. She's seen what y'all been going through. She's gained y'all trust and everything, and then she gonna sneak around with your sister's boyfriend. Like that.
I have a hard time believing she wouldn't sleep with my man.
Yeah.
Just
but
saying.
the thing about it, what upsets me is the energy from specifically Kim and Malika. They made Kim Kardashian, which is Khloe's sister. Okay. Malika is Khloe's best friend. She is one of the twins from ATL, Vita and Star. She has a twin in real life named I forget her twin's name. But anyway, Malika is Khloe's best friend, and they made a video listening to "Don't Mess with My Man" and posted it online. And I was like, but where was that energy when Khloe was still in Jordan Craig's man? Where was that energy when Kylie was still in Blac Chyna's man? Like, it's just real. It's like, oh, we can do it to everybody else, but the audacity of anybody to do it to us is kind of the energy that I'm getting, and that's what's pissing me off about the whole situation. Jordan apparently has been creeping around with Tristan for about a month now, so that ain't cute. But I really do think that Kylie will eventually forgive Jordan. And like I said, I've been in that situation before. Granted, I wasn't as close with with this girl as Kylie and Jordan were, but I had somebody betray me like that, and I was stuck in the middle where like I had to make a decision.
Kylie.
But she did.
I think she
did.
She betrayed the family trust.
Screw the family.
All right.
Family. That's the thing about that family. You got to think. It's not a normal family. It's not a normal family. That is
a cult.
It's something. That is a conglomeration of television all together. How do we know that this wasn't a situation to where it was just written into a script?
I think it's ironic that the 16th season about to come out and this was dropping. But somebody else spun it a different way. They were saying that Tristan and Jordan were at this house party together. This is a private house party. This is why I kind of have a hard time believing it, because I don't believe that they would be that stupid to do that in front of other people. If they were making out or touching each other, I don't believe that they would be stupid enough to, do that in front of other people that were there.
Unless it was in the script.
Unless it was in the script, and then
not with a camera, just the script. Maybe they just want to be away from each other. Maybe they just didn't want to be together anymore. But the only way in the Kardashian way to break up is some
drama, and then they
make money off of it. So if we're gonna break up, let's make money off of it.
Yeah, what Chris probably said, y'all about to break up because the that Chris has a whole HR department that probably has deals with relationships in the Kardashian family.
How do we break up? How do we make
there's a certain way you gotta break up.
We gotta make money off of it, and we gotta capitalize off of this.
So this whole situation, and like you said before, Tristan was a hoe before.
Yeah, he was gonna cheat regardless.
Well, no. That's not true.
You can't.
He wasn't going to cheat regardless.
No,
why? Why not? Why not?
Not everybody who cheated once is going to cheat again.
He cheated twice.
So.
Well, he cheated twice that we know of.
So people can stop cheating.
That's true.
I believe that.
Then what's the problem?
I don't believe that for him though.
How do you don't know him?
I don't know him.
I'm sorry, yo.
But I feel like if you can cheat on 2 women that you got pregnant, you're capable of anything.
Well, that's a deal breaker. You got a pregnant woman, and you could hold out. I mean, unless they were broken up already, that's different. Because sometimes
he was engaged to Jordan Craig when he started screwing Chloe. That was fiance. This is what I don't know.
This is what I know.
I was going to say that.
I don't know.
Happened?
We don't know what happened.
Either way, it could have been a whole bunch of messes. That could be a situation. Maybe some people just don't need to be together anymore. You engaged, be engaged. Okay, cool. We don't need to be together. Does he take care of his baby, the first one?
I have no idea. I've never even seen that child.
Nobody's that because it's not a famous child anymore.
Yeah,
it's not. If you're not a Kardashian, I mean, in the grand scope of things in the Kardashian life, you have to. And it's
Tristan Thompson. It's not like he's the number one.
Yeah, who is he? Right. I've never heard of him until.
He's good. He's a good basketball player. He played for the Cavaliers, one of the best centers that was out there. But when LeBron was on the team, here's the thing.
When LeBron was on the team.
Yeah, but he was the best center out there when LeBron was on the team because they played the game. But here's the thing. My question is this. If he's taking care of his first child, then now they're saying he's not going to take care of his second child. Because
there's inconsistencies there. But, I've seen people do that. I've seen men have a child here and then go start a whole other family over here and act like this never existed.
Because who I decided to have a baby with has a whole 3 kids that he takes care of.
And don't take care of the first one.
My son is just chopped liver.
Right. So it's not unheard of.
This is why I consider you a sperm donor. So this is what happens. So that is not uncommon. However, I feel like
your sperm donor doesn't have a PR department.
My sperm donor also don't have the kind of money this man has, and he also doesn't. I mean, the thing is that if he takes care of his first child, and it doesn't have to be a public thing, I don't think that the whole world needs to see him doing it for us to say, oh yeah, he's actually doing it. No, he could do it however he wants.
I think he probably does. Because if he didn't, it would be another Dwayne Wade situation out here.
And I mean, just putting that out there. Any woman who's with a man that has a child they don't take care of, you're questionable.
Right.
And if I have a baby with you and you don't take care of the kid that you had before me, I could absolutely not deal with you. And that's just me as a mother because, your values are questionable. However, I don't see him not taking care of his kid. I don't know much about Tristan. I don't really care much about Tristan. And I don't care about him and Chloe. I mean, Chloe, the way you get them is how you lose
Facts.
them.
I don't like any of them anyway, first.
Chloe's cool. I like her Well, I can't even tell you I like her because I haven't seen this.
I don't like Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
It's not a Kardashian that I can really like. Well, maybe Kendall. I like Kendall.
Kendall's cool because she's like the only like real like.
She's just a model. She go do her modeling thing and let her live her life. That's what she's trying
I
to
feel
do.
like Courtney's
cool
like that too. Like she's starting to back. Like she doesn't want to do the show anymore. Like
I don't like her either.
Why not?
She was just annoying.
She's a little controlling.
Yeah.
But
she was, even though she was the mother first and all that, I get that. But the whole family was weird. The whole family was weird.
I saw some weird stuff where allegedly Northwest has a boyfriend who's 7 years old and bought her a Tiffany bracelet. What?
It's probably some cute thing that happened in the super rich neighborhood, because if a little boy down the street bought a candy bracelet for your daughter, was like, here, you would be cutest thing in the world. But he just has Tiffany's money. That's all it is.
They probably found another way to spin it.
Yeah, it was just like really weird the way it was reported. Like, I don't know. It just, it was,
could be like
Valentine's.
Weird. In Valentine's, he gave all his little friends.
Right, but that's not how it was reported. It was like Chloe.
That's don't make that face like that's not possible. Now these little rich white women that live out here in these suburbs are buying all these little expensive gifts for their kids to give out to show that they got money. Tell me it's not happening.
I don't know anybody rich.
I'm that mom. I be forgetting that it's Valentine's Day. I don't send Elijah to school with nothing.
They don't sell Valentine's out here.
You can get it from home. From home. You can get it from the States, or you could just make it. I'm not the make it kind of mama. Like, oh, it's Valentine's. They got these really cute cards. I'm just like, Elijah, go to school and tell everybody Happy Valentine's Day. All right, because we ain't got time. Nah, I don't. The Kardashians. I mean, the dad is a mom now. I just don't got time.
Oh man,
that whole
But I read. So did you guys see what? Y'all know how I feel about Kanye. Y'all know how I feel about him.
The church song.
No, did you guys see what he did for her for Valentine's Day?
Oh, he had Kenny G.
I love Kenny G. Y'all know how I feel about Kenny G. I was like, Kenny G was in the building.
Yeah,
it was really
like sweet. Roses all over the place.
Kenny G is dope.
Kenny G is dope.
He is. I mean,
I have nothing to say. Why y'all looking like I'm supposed to say something bad about
Kenny G is dope, and who else?
No, I really like Kenny G. He's really good.
Nah, he is.
But and I like they had him. He had him in the house playing music. That's dope with the flowers.
I just stopped and looked at it because it was Kenny G. Had I known it was Kanye West, I probably wouldn't like it. But still, I think my love for Kenny G outshined.
Okay, dislike for Kanye.
Dislike for it.
Okay.
For what's his name?
Oh, that's good.
It's Black History Month, y'all.
Facts. Speaking of,
I really thought we were gonna have to start over and do this again in March. It's a real slow start. Listen, we gotta do it for the culture.
Oh, did y'all see the Kevin Hart thing on Netflix?
I didn't, but I had it to watch it tonight.
Is it a special? What is it?
It's a little special about Black history.
Oh, I did see it, but I haven't watched it. I've been meaning to watch.
I watched part of it. I fell asleep.
I've been meaning to watch Trigger Warning.
Okay, you gotta do it again.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that good or not that good. The part that I watched, good stories. Kevin Hart, his daughter's in it.
Oh,
his son is too.
Okay,
that's what I liked about it.
I heard that. I have some friends who had watched it with their kids, and they said it was really one of those things that were a family. That was a family, like a
family thing,
for everybody. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's Kevin Hart doing the old Bill Cosby thing where he had bring the kids around and talk to them.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
I know. You're just trying to just trigger me the entire time I'm here. No, but I heard it was good. I have heard good feedback, but it was really slow. I talk about this, and I'm just gonna put this out there. The school's got to do better with Black History Month.
Man.
I know you guys don't have school-age kids, but Elijah didn't come home with anything that was like, oh, let's talk about this. I mean, granted, we discussed it at home, so, and that's half the battle. The parents should really be introducing their kids to some culture, not only Black culture, every culture, just diversity. But I was excited to see that one of the teachers at the school that I work at, that Elijah goes to, they're holding like a quiz ball. So the kids are studying things
cool.
That are all about Black history. And some of the things in the book I haven't even heard of. So it's not like the generic Martin Luther King. What's his speech? Like not that kind of stuff. Like really, really in depth. Hidden Figures was mentioning that. And that's they kind of mix up with things that kids actually know of and don't. And they're having like a culture night on the last day of the month, which I was like, oh, okay. Although I see they teachers can't teach it because it's not in the curriculum.
Oh.
so they gotta stay on track.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sucky, but I was just kind of disappointed when I was like, it's not much to do. But obviously, we do things at home. We watch movies at home.
Yeah.
The Tuskegee Airmen is always one of those movies.
Oh yeah. You know what? When I was in basic training, I was appalled at how many girls in my flight had never heard of the Tuskegee Airmen. Like I don't know why I was so appalled, because obviously they wouldn't.
But that movie is dope. I mean, the Tuskegee Airmen is a good movie, and Red Tails.
Red Tails.
I thought those movies were really, really good.
I like Red Tails.
I think I saw Red Tails. I don't think
I've seen it like.
Tuskegee.
I saw the Tuskegee Airmen in school, and then I saw Red Tails in the theater.
I like Tuskegee Airmen more than I liked Red Tails.
I thought the Tuskegee Airmen did a better job of like showing you what they went through to get where they were. Red Tails was kind of like, it glorified them, which I appreciated that as well.
Yeah, and it was more action packed.
Yeah, Red Tails was more action packed.
Yeah, definitely action packed. The graphics are better.
Yeah,
it's a better film. But yeah, so it was such a slow start, and I was like, dang, we're really not doing much for the culture. And then yesterday, the Oscars.
Oh yeah,
we had a really dope running with our, I think, how many?
I don't remember. I don't know exactly how many, but I know Regina King won something.
Best supporting actress.
Mahershala.
Yeah. Did y'all see Bill Street?
No, I still haven't seen it.
I have actually one of my childhood, a girl that actually I think my brother knows. She's in it. She's in Bill Street as one of the she was in it, but obviously doesn't have a huge role. But I heard it was a good movie. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it with my family when we were in Augusta.
If Bill Street could talk. No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, Bill Street could talk.
It's interesting. Let me say that. It's interesting.
What's it about?
A kid gets accused of rape and goes to jail when he didn't do it. Well, we don't know if he did it, but he didn't do it. We don't know.
Oh. The storyline is he didn't do it, right?
Not really.
Oh, not really.
We don't know.
Still don't know.
That kind of sounds like that show she was in.
The storyline for the family is that he didn't do it.
That sounds like the show she was in, 7 Seconds, that Netflix canceled. Why Netflix did y'all cancel that show? Anyway, did y'all watch that show?
No.
It was so good.
That's why they canceled it.
We didn't watch it.
Y'all trash.
It wasn't something to watch. It could have looked. Well, here's something.
It was really good.
It was a series, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see, when you introduce a series to me, give me some light. Give me a little bit of light.
There's nothing light about that,
Precisely.
though.
And I don't want to watch that. I don't want to get up there and just get mad or be sad all day long.
Anyway,
give me a little bit.
Mahershala Ali won supporting actor for. I can't talk today. Mahershala Ali won an Oscar for actor in a supporting role for the movie Green Book, which I still haven't seen.
I haven't seen that.
My friend keeps telling me to see it, but I haven't seen it.
I heard it was really good. I haven't seen it either.
I saw the
Spike Lee
preview for it when we
Yeah, I've seen plenty of previews, but I liked Venom.
Yeah, Venom was really good.
Spike
We're talking
Lee
about black
won.
people though.
Spike Lee won.
Spike Lee, that's
Spike
dope.
Lee won Oscar
I
for Black Klansman.
Really happy.
Did y'all watch Black Klansman?
I seen part of it. I didn't see all of it, and I need to. I really liked it, but I just haven't gotten back.
David, what'd you think of it?
Black Klansman. It was interesting. I keep saying everything was interesting because it's really hard to say it was good or if it was bad.
Right.
It was interesting. I liked the concepts in it.
Yeah.
I liked everything. I liked that it was a true story.
Yeah.
I liked the way they portrayed the true story. But, I mean, there was no resolution.
Right. That's one thing I didn't like. We just kind of left hanging.
That's how Bill Street is, too. There's no resolution.
Does that mean they're going to be like a 2 to these movies?
There's definitely not going to be a 2
true story,
to Black Klansman.
I'm just saying. Maybe, could it continue? Like,
Black Klansman is a true story.
Right, but does it in real life just stop like that? Or does it...
Obviously not. It resolves itself.
Yeah, but I'm saying that some people will try to continue it. But you guys don't think with these movies...
But at that point, they already knew who he was.
Right, because he revealed himself at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how it ended. I didn't watch it.
I guess we just kind of spoiled it for you.
It's okay.
It's still good to watch. I mean, you pretty much know because they said it in the beginning because Ron Stallworth is sitting there.
It was kind of hard to hear some of the things. Like there was one scene that was really, really, really interesting the way they filmed it. It was one scene where there was like they were having like a meet. I don't want to call it a meeting, but it was like the Black Student Union. They had Harry Belafonte, but I forget what his character's name was in the movie. And there was like a group of like young Black students listening to him talk about the murder of Jesse, the lynching of Jesse. I can't remember his last name. I can't remember. Sorry. But it was like split screen, and on the other screen it was these KKK members in like a rally, and it was just really like chilling to watch. It was It was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I think Spike Lee
watch.
winning an Oscar is long overdue.
Yeah.
What I feel bad. I feel bad about it though is the fact that Spike Lee couldn't do it without Jordan Peele.
Well,
Jordan Peele had something to do with that.
Jordan Peele produced that.
He produced it,
Yeah.
Jordan Peele is on fire, man.
he is.
I can't wait to see Us. I'm kind of curious though. Like, I don't understand what it's about,
What if people in your body showed up to replace you?
bruh.
Imagine.
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. But would they be creepy like that, or would it just be me trying to replace me?
It'd be but they got to kill you to replace you.
Oh, they're. Oh,
That's how I'm thinking anyway. I haven't seen the synopsis. or anything,
Speaking of
but-
Jordan Peele, did you guys also hear that he's redoing the Twilight Zone?
Yes.
I am so lit right now.
I don't know about that. Really doing a Twilight Zone?
I'm not sure about that either.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
I'd rather
because
have-
I love the Twilight Zone, the black and white. I love the Twilight Zone, so I'm excited. I'll give it a chance.
I want somebody with a darker mind. I want somebody like Dave Chappelle to redo it.
Oh my goodness! If
I don't-
Dave Chappelle-
that would be funny. I think.
No. He has a weird sense of humor
So
too.
he can make it dark.
You have to have a weird type of sarcasm, and his is very strange.
You
to
know
have that.
who else would be good? I think for that the guy. Oh, he had a TV show as well. Jared Carmichael.
Oh yeah, he quit his
Him
show.
and Hannibal Buress.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they'd be good to write
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. They're just dark because they're all just.
Or
weird.
that one light skinned dude that used to have that has the show on Adult Swim. Andre, he's like Jewish and black, or he's got like, I don't know nobody's name today. But while David looks that up, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse also won an Oscar. Did you guys see that movie? It was amazing.
Oh, Eric Andre.
Eric Andre, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was freaking amazing.
I didn't see it.
It was so good.
I couldn't see myself paying to go watch a cartoon.
It was. I was glad.
It's probably on
I was glad I
something
paid
else.
it.
It probably is. That's why I'm waiting on like that. I didn't go see.
I was so glad I went and saw it.
Incredibles. I didn't go see that in the
Oh
movie
yeah,
theater.
but that definitely was an Oscar-worthy movie.
But did you guys? Disney's coming out with all kinds of movies.
The
this
Lion
year.
King.
All I know is that when I go see Lion King, I don't want to hear
No crying
kid
babies.
in there. I don't want to hear.
Do you remember when they redid it a few years ago? Not redid it. No, it's for us.
Do not bring
It's
your
for
children
us.
to see. Let us
Have this.
let's see it first, and then you can bring your kids.
I
I'm not
remember-
bringing Elijah or Chance to go see the movie. I'm going there in peace, watching it. Did you see the graphics?
Yeah, it's dope.
I don't got time. Don't bring your kids. Don't bring your kids.
I remember a few years
Bring them
ago.
like a month or
They're
two
doing
or
Aladdin. Will Smith
Yeah.
is playing Aladdin.
Aladdin, Dumbo, and there is one more.
I
What's
wanna
the
see
other one?
Dumbo.
Toy Story. Is it Toy Story?
Yeah.
Toy Story's come back.
But the graphics on these
Jordan Peele and Keegan Michael Key are in that. I think
are doing that too.
Who are they playing?
It's a strong
There's
year
two
for
little-
Disney too.
characters are playing.
Woody and
No.
They're just
Not
random
Woody.
in the.
I'm
Oh,
not sure.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Maybe
I
the.
think Keegan Michael
the
Key
little
is doing
green-
it,
the
too.
little
I know
green
Jordan
things.
Peele is. I think it's Keegan Michael Key with him.
I remember a few years ago they re-released The Lion King,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my boyfriend at the time went and saw it, and it was all adults in there. We were all singing
these kids
the
don't
songs.
understand. Like, cool, number Yeah, I'm telling you. I've been telling my friends, like, please don't bring your kids.
Oh, I went and
I want
see.
to go see it in peace.
I saw What Men Want, and it was a woman in the front row with a whole school of kids.
Saw what?
What Men Want, which is not a children's film at all.
She had no choice. She had to bring her kids with
She
her.
had her little 3 and 4 year olds, and I think she had a baby.
Oh,
And
man.
it was sex on the screen, and it was
I wanted to
cursing,
see that,
and
'cause I-
Was it good?
It was
Women
very
Want
good.
Was a really good movie.
I still haven't seen that with
That's-
Mel Gibson.
What?
With Mel Gibson,
Oh
yeah.
my
One of my
gosh,
favorites.
I haven't
that's a
seen it.
really good
I haven't seen
movie.
it.
It's so good.
Okay, I'll watch it. But What
That's
Men
before
Want,
we knew that Mel Gibson was racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
What Men Want was good, and I was glad that it was good because I thought it was gonna be corny. Like Nobody's
That's pretty-
Fool.
never mind.
Nobody's Fool was so corny.
Nobody's
I didn't
fool.
see
Who was
that.
With
Nobody's
Tiffany Haddish,
Yeah, it was,
Whoopi Goldberg.
it was a Tyler Perry film.
Oh, it was it? That
Yes.
explains a lot. It was so cheesy. It's like, this is trash.
It was a Tyler Perry film. So that's, I mean, what do we expect?
And then Tiffany Haddish, they overdo her. Like, you know,
Yeah.
does that make sense? Like, and then
He's Tiffany Haddish out.
oh yeah, and then I saw
Yeah.
I saw the Lego
No.
movie too, and she voices one of the characters
Mm.
in one of the Lego pieces, and I was kind of over it that it was
Yeah.
her because you know she's
Everywhere.
over the top. Not only is she everywhere, but she's over the top. Like, can you calm it down, like just for a second? But anyway, back to the
That's what Kevin
Oscars.
Hart was. They're the same person. They
Yeah,
are the
just
same
male
person.
and female.
But Kevin Hart now, I think he's making calculated moves because he's producing companies, like he's doing other stuff to generate his income. But
I'm tired of seeing him on the screen. I'm starting to get that way with Dwayne Johnson too. I'm starting to get to that point.
Yeah, first of all, you're a wrestler doing the people's what's it called? The eyebrow and the elbow.
The people's elbow.
What are we talking about right now? I can't take it serious at all.
Why?
In Jumanji? Oh my gosh!
I refused to watch that movie.
This is crazy.
Hey, Jumanji was cool.
I refused. Cool. It's not. It's
with
not
Kevin
Robin
Hart
Williams.
And Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
Meh.
It was funny.
Pass.
I mean, I did see him being very supportive to his breastfeeding wife, so I like him for that.
It's just a weird, like, we're going to see the same people because that's what people want to see right now. Movies are starting to turn into TV shows that come out so quick. They got Bad Boys, what? Bad Boys
3.
3? What is it?
I cannot wait to see that.
Bad Boys for Life?
Yep, that's coming out, 2020?
2020?
Yep. Last movie I saw was The Hate You Give.
Oh, I can't watch that.
The what?
The Hate You Give. I can't watch that.
I ain't watching that.
It was, I got really nauseous. Jason brought me like a sandwich and I was in there and I was like, yo, I can't. I literally was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
So I had to leave and I was in the car. But I heard the book was much better. I have not read the book yet, but I haven't.
I like Amanda Stenberg, but I couldn't watch that movie.
It was. I mean, what I seen was pretty good. It wasn't.
I'm tired of watching movies that make me mad.
Exactly. That's why I couldn't watch it. Because I'm like, I don't need to pay to watch it. I can turn on the news and see that.
Yeah.
I think it was good for Elijah to see.
Okay.
Because the beginning of the movie was like the dad teaching them to the proper or the what he felt was the proper way to deal with authority and being mindful of the people that you hang out with. He put them in predominantly white schools. Private schools and like all of that stuff. So it was good to see. And it's hard because we plan on going back to the States, right? Mm-hmm. And I have a little black boy, and
Two little black
things.
boys.
Yeah. Well, chances not to say Chance is not gonna have the problems Elijah has. I can't say that, but Chance doesn't look like Elijah does. Chance is very light skinned with blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's very scary. Like, how do you have these conversations with your kids? And you want to prepare them, but then you don't want to take the innocence away. It's hard. It's hard. So, and we're probably going to Arizona when we leave here.
There's black people in Arizona?
Well, we found a really good school for Elijah.
Okay.
So, I hope there's black people there. It's not far from Phoenix.
There's black people in Phoenix.
Okay, cool. So, we're going to be in Phoenix.
I don't know anything about Arizona.
Well, I hope it works out. But anyway, so it was one of those movies where I was like, okay, let's see. But it was still not like a gruesome, like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't scare him. But
Okay.
it definitely made him think.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So they
That's
had
good,
found
man.
a balance. But I don't know. It's hard raising kids these days.
Yeah.
But anyways, Black History Month. I really am happy with the Oscars. And the Knicks won last night, by the way. I know y'all don't care, and I don't really care either because I'm not really a Knicks fan. But I'm from New York, and Spike Lee is a diehard Knicks fan.
Yeah, he is a Knicks fan.
And they finally won a game for the first time in like, I don't know, 3-4 months.
Yeah, I heard it's been a long time.
I think it was December.
Yeah, they made trades and Porzingis.
They stuck before the trades. Every New York team.
Porzingis was hurt then.
Oh my gosh! Every New York team gives you like severe anxiety, from the Nets to the Knicks to the Jets to the Giants. We still have Eli Manning for what? Are you guys serious?
Because all y'all are trash.
What? Oh, that was not trash.
Okay.
Did y'all see that meme with the bird box? Like, they had Eli with the thing on his face. Like, Odell's over there somewhere. Odell's not bad.
I missed that meme.
Yeah, it's
You have to understand
Patriots
that.
meme. Nobody cares.
Oh,
I mean, New York meme. See, the same team, so it doesn't matter.
you know what's funny is on the podcast I did with Sam, he asked me who I thought would win the Super Bowl, and I said the Patriots.
I was so annoyed.
The Patriots
First of all, that game was trash.
I heard it was really bad.
That was the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was a defensive game.
It was a trash game. They were that team should not. What was it? The Rams.
The Rams.
They should not have went to the Super Bowl. They were not ready. Their quarterback sucked. What? right.
They had a great defense.
I don't think the defense was that strong. I mean, comparison
the whole game was
to the
defense.
Saints?
The whole game was defense. That's why there was a low scoring game. That's why nobody scored until the fourth quarter. It was a defensive game.
Trash.
Okay.
It was so
Tom Brady didn't even throw a touchdown till the last quarter.
Tom Brady
didn't throw a touchdown till the fourth quarter.
He has a strong line though. Tom Brady has a strong outfit.
Yeah, so think about how good the defense had to be.
Nah, I think
so if he couldn't get one to the fourth quarter, he had the strong line. That means the defense was on point.
Game was trash.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
The game was trash.
Well, since we talking about football,
6 1/2 same thing.
Whatever.
True.
Trash.
Since we talking about football, did y'all hear about Kaepernick getting?
Oh yeah, his settlement.
His settlement, yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you guys think he'll play again?
He's open to.
Do you think he'll actually do it though?
I mean, I would. That's the reason why he did all this.
Yeah. I mean, I was. It sucks that what he went through, but it's not like he was like. I would hate to say that he was like this amazing player either. That's why that this controversy happened.
Yeah. Whoa. I mean, he went to the Super Bowl.
I'm just saying he was, but he didn't. He was the second string.
quarterback. He was the first string quarterback that took them to the Super Bowl when he stopped being able to play. Not stopped being able to play at that time.
They had
he was the second string.
Right. But what I'm saying, the original quarterback had gotten injured, wasn't it?
No, that's not nothing.
I feel like maybe I have my
things
messed up.
Stuff, but he was a backup quarterback at that time.
Right? But I mean, I just feel like if he had like, and I don't want to use Tom Brady because he's not of color, but if Tom Brady had took a stance on something like this, I don't think it would have gone for his job.
I don't think it would have gone the way it went.
It came down to who's expendable, and is he expendable? Can he be replaced? Can we find somebody better? Like that kind of thing.
Well, that's why he got a settlement.
Right. But I hope that they do. I hope that he does get another contract. I hope that one of these. I mean, you guys heard about the Patriots.
All right, so what would happen if here's my question.
Getting arrested.
What if he gets another contract?
Do y'all think he's still gonna kneel?
That's what my question is.
Yeah. I think he will.
I think he'll still kneel.
But what if that settlement he signed for that $80 million?
Yeah, because he can't disclose it. He can't disclose.
No, yeah, he can.
I thought he signed a non-disclosure.
It's CBA. He can disclose it.
Oh, I don't know.
Nobody has.
We
don't know the details.
How would you feel if he stopped kneeling?
Y'all didn't care in the first place.
Yeah, but
Petra, how would you feel if I don't know why I asked you, David.
Right.
How would you feel if he stopped kneeling?
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. I would have a problem with it because you got the settlement and you got a job or your job back or whatever however you want to call it, and now that same stance that you took that you lost your job for is now not important.
No. See, the thing was, my thing is this: he never made the kneeling about it. He was making a statement.
Well, yeah, we understand that.
And he was making a statement, his personal statement, and people jumped on his statement. What he was doing. So he gets fired from his job for making his statement.
Right.
Does his statement not still carry validity? The fact that he did lose his job for his statement?
Absolutely. But my thing is that I don't know, obviously, but given what I think about him, I don't think that he would take a settlement and part of the stipulations are you can't kneel.
Because that's
he doesn't have a job.
That's taking away his right to protest, though, isn't it? If the contract specifically says that you cannot kneel, that's
it's a private organization. He waives all those constitutional rights anyway.
So if that's true, then why does he get a settlement?
He got
a settlement because he felt that he was blackballed and nobody would pick him up.
And not that he felt it, he was. I mean, they settled because they didn't want to continue going further. They knew what they did. The NFL knows exactly what they did, and it's a money making business.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it was somebody else,
it wasn't federal court. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't federal court. This was the CBA.
Yeah.
So it could, even if it didn't matter. Like it's not like they could get that in trouble for it. The thing is this:
it's controlled.
He can play again if he doesn't kneel. If he kneels,
whatever.
Who cares? But can you imagine if he gets picked up by the Patriots?
Oh my God!
Now that Tom Brady's gone, and he takes them to the Super Bowl and wins it.
Hold on, Tom Brady, he didn't retire this year, is he?
He's about to. I mean, why would he just keep playing?
He said he wasn't. He said he was not retiring this year.
Okay.
He's 41, ain't he? It's time to anyway, whatever. I'm sorry.
I think that was his last year.
I don't.
I heard for some reason.
What was your question, David? Sorry.
But you know what I said? What if he went to the Patriots and he went back and won the Super Bowl? In all these white people's faces,
They would be
He
mad.
was a trash quarterback.
They would be mad.
Well, he's definitely not trash, but that's true. There be some
They would be mad.
angry people.
Well, first Robert Kraft got to get past this prostitution charge before that can be possible.
Homeboy was living it up in Miami.
We don't know. We see his
Soliciting
best
prostitution.
friend. His best friend Donald Trump is saying that he didn't do it.
Oh, his best friend was black. There was something. Anyways, let me not even go there.
Well, they're both billionaires. And I'm saying if I was a billionaire, I probably have billionaire friends too. I'm not saying it'd be Donald Trump. I'm saying I would have billionaire friends.
Yeah, and your billionaire friends are going to say, absolutely not. David did not solicit those 2 prostitutes that were in his hotel room.
Because then you implicate yourself.
He went to a massage parlor.
Right.
Now here's the thing.
Because if
you are Robert Kraft, Robert freaking Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, the Kraft cheese empire, the Kraft empire, not just cheese, but Kraft empire. You telling me that he didn't have a different type of prostitute that would come to his house?
Oh my God.
That he went all the way to this massage parlor?
I don't know. I have never heard of this person until this came about.
Oh,
Well, he's owning the Patriots. You probably wouldn't know because he's not really.
Yeah.
It's not your place.
Nah, not at all. It's not my lane.
I think they all do this stuff.
I don't understand.
But he wouldn't go to a $41 an hour massage parlor.
I don't get why
Asking
people
for
pay. I don't get why
happy
people pay for prostitutes. I never understand that.
Hey, some people just want
Some people
certain
like
things.
it.
I don't know. I would never pay for sex. Never.
Certain people want certain things.
Yeah, and it might not be sex. It might be some weird fetishes.
Gross. You know what?
Girl,
No, I'm not shaming nobody.
Don't shame.
You're not shaming a lot. You said gross.
That's not for me. But it ain't gross. It's just not for me.
Well, anyways, he is.
But isn't the one night stands paying for it?
What are you paying for?
What am I saying? Paying for
Because
you?
if it's a date and it ends up being a one night stand, wouldn't that be?
A lot of one night stands ain't no date.
Yeah. I've never
That's
dated
how
a
it
one night
starts.
stand.
Okay.
Hey.
Maybe I put myself out there.
Yes, you're not.
About my past.
Now you go to a party, you leave with somebody, y'all hook up. Y'all
That's
never
it.
You
see
bought
each
them a
other
few
again.
drinks. You might.
Nah, I ain't buying nobody drinks. Nope.
You never bought somebody a drink.
A friend, yeah. I bought me and my girls. I bought my girls a
You
drink.
never bought somebody you just met a drink.
No.
Anybody who just met you bought you a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me? I don't drink. Nobody ever. You know what? When
Nobody
I used to
ever
go out,
offered you to buy you a drink when you were out.
they have.
Well,
But I
that's
have
the
this
question.
thing. I have a very
Why you gotta be
stank face.
difficult?
But how is that me? How is that me paying for sex though? If,
No, not you. I'm talking
No,
about
him.
Oh.
He's paying for
I'm
sex.
saying the guy's paying
He
for
bought
sex.
you a drink.
so that means
you know?
I have to sleep with him because he bought me a drink?
Yeah,
No,
what?
what
Nah.
what he's saying is like, well, he had to invest. He
You
made
slept
an
with him for 3
investment.
months.
He's like, yeah, I'm about to
You
get
wanna go
something
to
out of
the
this.
tequila shop.
Never. Oh my gosh. You guys
I've heard I have a very like unapproachable face.
Yes,
when I'm
you
out, so
have
they
a
be like,
face.
Hey, no.
Why she
Wait,
so
you
nasty
from
looking?
New York? That just makes people work harder.
now, I mean, well, in New York, I blend in with New York people. But when I'm outside of them, like here, I've heard like people like, you're so nice. I would have never thought. Well, what do you guys think? Because you have like a resting face. Copy. I definitely have a resting face. I definitely don't have that face like, come up to me and let's talk to me about something stupid.
I get told that all the
I've never seen
time.
one of those faces. I'm not the type of person that can see those faces, I guess. Because I just talk to
You don't
everybody.
care, yeah.
I don't care.
That's that Sherman, Texas,
Yeah,
couple
I'm from
miles
the
from Dallas. That's that of you. New York,
That's
we
a
don't.
southern thing, because I don't care what you look like. I'm going to say, hey,
Right.
how you doing?
I'm like,
Yeah, I've had
New York was so dope, though, because when I lived in New York, like, you turn on the extra country, and then, like, it gets
oh, we
people
love
attention.
it. Oh, no, we
Yo,
love it.
I started saying words I never said, like, howdy.
Now,
I reckon.
so fake. So fake.
And I do so stupid. Yeah, I reckon we need to go here over here.
Stop.
No, we love that. When we get to
And it was
New York,
so
they
like
love
New
it.
York was the first place a woman ever bought me a drink.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, he got a little southern accent, southern hospitality. We always link that with being really, really sweet.
And I wasn't paying for a $17 Hennessy.
Oh,
Coke.
yeah.
I'm saying that's
Where was you at? In the city?
yeah.
Yeah. Psh.
Well, Brooklyn.
Oh.
I remember
when we're in Brooklyn. You know, you be kind of ritzy down there.
Yeah.
Ritzy.
Now, you know what I'm saying? We're old Brooklyn.
It's gentrified.
Right.
I remember when I moved to Savannah, it was very clear, very obvious that I was not from Savannah. Very obvious.
My uncle lives in Savannah. I like Savannah.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I really enjoyed living there. But I stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
The way I look, and as soon as I opened my mouth, it was very obvious.
My accent disappears a lot. Like when I go back home, oh, it's there. My wife will tell you. She's like, "Oh, you've been home too long."
Yeah, and I imagine that happening because you have been so many different places that when you get home, it's like when you go to Jamaica, people that don't really have the accent, they come from
pick it up.
Sorry, what are you?
I don't have an accent, any kind of accent. I just speak. I used to, when I lived in California and I moved to Ohio, I was told I had like a quote unquote Valley Girl accent, but
you probably do because Cali people have accents. I'll come here like, I know you from New York. How do you know I'm from New York?
My sister doesn't have an accent. She sounds like me.
Where's she from?
California. She's lived there her whole life.
I want you to think about something though. If nobody else in any other state sounds like people from California, then wouldn't that mean California has an accent?
But people from Ohio kind of sort of sound like, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
Speaking of which, I met a woman from Mansfield at Larmsey last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever, and it was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing ever. It was a tech and then the lady, and the tech was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Where am I from in the States?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "From Ohio." He's like, "Oh, she's from Ohio." And I was like, "Where are you from?" And she was like, "Mansfield." And I was like, "Shut up, I'm from Mansfield." It was really cool.
That must be really, because that don't happen often.
Nah, and then like her son she was older. Her son went to my rival high school, and he graduated the same year as me. And I was like, "Do you remember?" I was like, "Did your son ever tell you about the Ram getting painted?" Because their mascot was the Ram. And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "My best friends did that." She's like, "That was you guys." I was like, "Yeah, we painted y'all's Ram. We painted y'all's Ram."
I can't.
But yeah, so what else do we have going on? We didn't talk about R. Kelly, but I guess we could wait on that.
I don't really want to talk about it.
R. Kelly is just, I'm R. Kelly. I really can't stomach.
I heard that Lifetime is talking about adding 8 more episodes to this. Like, what else is there to talk about? I don't really want to hear about it anymore.
I don't know. And it's weird. Like I said, we'll wait till everything comes out. If he gets arrested. I mean, he's arrested.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets convicted.
Yeah, or whatever.
It is what it is. He got 10 counts of sexual abuse spanning over decades. So 3 of which were underage.
You guys did watch the docuseries?
Nah.
No.
I watched like 3 of them, and I just have.
There were only 3.
No, there were 6.
Oh, there were 6. You're right.
It's 3 days. I
Wait.
couldn't stomach much. It was 2 episodes a night.
Okay, well, I watched it on the interwebs, so
so
it was 3.
So I saw 1.5 of yours, and I was just.
Yo, please, that's not me. That's them talking about stealing.
Oh.
I want y'all to know that.
Well, I didn't steal it because it was on iTunes.
Okay, then you did it right.
And I was not paying iTunes money, so I used.
Why you steal?
I used Theda's iTunes to watch it, and anyway,
that iTunes gonna double charge.
I don't. There's just, you know, I realize, and I think what I take away from that, besides all the controversy that comes with it, that people, and I think as a community, and y'all know how I feel about mental health. When we really need to tap into our resources.
Yeah.
If something is wrong, if something has happened, we need to kill that stigma that it's wrong to get help or something's wrong with you. Because when you get help, it really prevents these casualties.
That reminds me of a story that something that happened in my hometown. Actually, this young girl, I didn't know her, but she was kidnapped by her boyfriend from the campus. There's a Ohio State Mansfield branch. He kidnapped her at gunpoint, and he kidnapped her, and he went on a chase with her, and eventually, I don't know how it happened, but both of them were killed by the police. Well, I don't know if both of them were killed by the police, but both of them died. The police killed him.
And he might have killed her.
Yes, and he may have killed her, and it came out that they have a child together, and that she had made several domestic violence reports against him. And nothing had been done, but I was also reported that she had filed a sexual assault case against him, and the day that he kidnapped her was the day that he found out about the case. So she filed the report in November, and then he was informed that day. He kidnapped her. And
I can speak from experience Domestic violence is not taking. They don't take care of the victims.
And I guess I didn't know the boy either. Well, the guy apparently his friends were saying like, how can I say this? It's like when somebody when somebody from your hometown do something stupid and you're like, okay, you could predict that would have happened just based. And so that's pretty much how the attitude is with this guy. Like,
we can see him doing that.
Yeah, he been crazy. Yeah, he been crazy. Yeah, he real possessive. He real like that. But they brush it off as, that's just him. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't take it seriously. Granted, it's not their job to.
And it's not much they could do.
Yeah, it's not their job to police him. But it's like.
We've normalized
we normalize it, yeah, and it's crazy.
Because people do certain things, and like this R. Kelly thing, who's surprised? Nobody. He was married to Aaliyah. She was 15 years old. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is not like new information. I think that what shocked me was that he was molested for a long time. Yeah. That was shocking. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was like close to being like illiterate. I didn't know that. And I also didn't know that his entire like group of people and posse they all enabled it. Like they were, it was like this. Oh, let's go to the mall and find girls.
Yeah.
So and it's like, well, the people around you, do they also have these problems? Were they also molested? Because mentally, what I read, and there was a psychologist that was speaking during the docuseries, and she was saying that people that are molested or something of this nature usually had the need to be dominating. They have to be the dominant
because
situation
because they connected sex and control. Yeah.
So it just it really, really sucks. But again, like I said, there's one of my biggest fears, especially when Elijah was younger, was leaving him with somebody and somebody touching him. Yeah. That was my biggest fear. And you can ask anybody, like, Petra would not let him go anywhere. He didn't get his first sleepover until Jason and I got together, and it was at his cousin's house. Elijah was, and this is when I already had gotten married, so I think Elijah was like 9. Before I was like, oh yeah, you can sleep out at somebody else's house. And even then I was like, only my cousin and only my grandmother. I wasn't letting him go. Because when you have big families, you drop them off at one person's house and they end up being at somebody else's house. No, not on my kid. Don't do that. Yeah. So it's very scary because those are the traumas that you can't, you have to really be mindful of. So yeah, let's just leave R. Kelly alone. But as a community, we have to do better with mental health. We have to. There's no reason why we can't get mental health. If there are resources available to us, take advantage of them, because hurt people. Yeah. And the list goes on.
Yep.
So.
Well, they got dark.
I know. Sorry. It's hard with that one.
Because it's a big situation, big things going on. It's going to last forever. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
10 counts. But see, the thing is this, and I just remember reading something about this. So this is just the jurisdiction of Chicago. So he could also get pulled in somewhere else. So let's say this goes completely his way. He can still get sued elsewhere.
In Miami or whatever states he was in.
It's a lot.
Atlanta.
You know what? I have to say this too. Part of me feels like with some of these girls, their parents sold them.
Yeah. I feel like that's
another thing. And then that's why I'm like, I have like this very intense feeling of like whatever girls I come in contact with, trying to pour into them, because these are little girls. You tell you, my mom, one of the girls said, I told my mom I was going,
and that's something she can do about it, right?
Yeah, right. In whose house?
Right.
Lord have mercy. I'm telling you.
There was one woman that she shared her story, and it was very clear that her mom was using her in the benefit for the money.
It had to be. It was R. Kelly. Clear. He's interested in you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take it for the team, baby.
Yeah.
We in the hood. We don't have very much, but this is your ticket out.
Yeah.
And this is your ticket out, so this is our ticket out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And don't mess it up.
Don't mess it up. Do what he says, and that's also scary because we have our little girls that are going to grow up to be women, that are possibly going to have girls that are going to continue to have that mentality.
Mindset,
and that is just unhealthy. And then we wonder why there's so many broken women.
It's hard because we're changing. That mentality has been around for millions
so long.
Yeah,
because that's what that was how tribes used to join.
Right.
15-year-old girl go to the chief. Yeah.
No, it's true. It's not. I mean, my grandmother, and she's not that old, was 75. She had all of her children by the time she was 21, and she had 5.
Jeez.
You know, it wasn't uncommon for grown men to not grown. I mean, like the 10 years, you know, age difference. Because I think R. Kelly was 27 when he got with Aaliyah, and she was 15. Like that was like not normal, but kind of like culturally was acceptable. You know. The only thing is that, you know, now we have like the laws that play a part. Then we also have like your moral compass, like, and like, oh, what are you actually doing to these girls? Like those things play a part too, because your intention is not to love them, right? And it's to use and abuse them. So it makes things a lot. It's just very scary and worrisome. And I'm all about, you know, like providing a safe space for women. And it's scary to know that the girls that were being led by their mothers to do these things, because you go to your mom to teach you the right way or to support you, and if she's showing you this, right, and you had the idea that, oh, I have to do these things to get ahead in life, right? You know, then it's like, oh, so then we have people that become adults that are like, oh, well, I'll sleep with you to do this, and it's hard because that's what's ingrained in them, and then it becomes like a survival thing, and it's like, this is not your only way. It's unfortunate all around.
Well, everybody, we've had a good conversation today. We started off light, ended up.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna say dark. We weren't dark. We were deep.
It's deep. And this is the culture. This is what's going on right now.
Yeah, it is. And there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot going on. A lot of people hurt. A lot of people are in weird places right now with the world. Yeah. I think that we just all need to take a step back and just figure out what we need to do. And go from there and quit trying to figure out what everybody else needs to do.
Because you then it becomes like it's a responsibility. You know, like you have to do what's right for you. And the thing, even with these girls, at any point in time when you say, I don't want to do this, it's okay to say that. It's okay to say that and not feel guilty about it. But we've gotten to the point where, oh, well, I'm going to do this because somebody expects me to, or somebody wants me to. And as a people, oh, I'm going to do it because, you know, not because I want to, but because I want to be a good friend, or I want to be a good wife, or I want to be a good husband. No, that's not this. You don't have to put your morals and your integrity and everything that you stand for on a line to make a relationship or a friendship work. And it's deeper than just the surface level. It really gets down to like relationships in general, and what we're willing to do. And the fact is that if I'm not gonna be taking care of myself, and I'm not gonna do what resonates with me, I can't do something I don't align with. I just can't. And it takes a very you have to be really grounded. It takes a while to be in that place. Like, I'm not doing that. Pardon me? And you're like, why not? Because I don't want to. That's why.
All right. Well, everybody, on that note, I guess we can go ahead and call this one. Again, you're listening to For the Culture. Thank everybody for listening. And one more time, we're going to go through your social media so everybody can find you.
Oh my gosh.
Theda.
Why am I always first? All right, you can find me on Twitter at your mom's a hoe _ You can find me on Instagram at Theda_Nyree. And you can find me on Facebook at Theda Pittman.
And I am M.E.C.C.A. Sherbin Fox on Instagram. That's my personal. And my business is A Second Chance 3_. And that's my Instagram as well. My Facebook is Petra Sherbin Fox and A Second Chance.
All right, everybody, you know it's David Linson on Facebook. You can find me at... I got a lot of different things.
The conscious gent.
For the culture. Find me at For the Culture. Be able to get a hold of me.
Culture Club.
We also want to go ahead and shout out Theda because she is on a episode of a Friends podcast.
Yeah.
Tell us about that real quick.
I did a guest appearance on a Friends podcast called the Iron Sharpens Iron podcast. And it was a really good time, and I think they want to have me back.
Shout out to Sam. We are going to go ahead and close this out, and thank y'all for listening.
Bye.
Later.
Take a picture, man. It'll last longer. Hit the gas on them. Hit a dance on them. Take no chance on them. Get the cash on them. Flip it fast on them. Take off the mask on them. Show the world who you